Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Summer here, bringing you Mugen Train Arc Demon Slayer.
Episode 1 started like, you know what time it is. Because we just had a brutal murder immediately. Blood splash on the glass. Mugen Train said, don't act like you don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, they started the way they mean to go on. Like, let's be honest, we all know what this is about. We all know what Kimetsu no Yaiba is about. We're about to watch some epicness, and the graphics again are phenomenal.
I think that they're really clever with Demon Slayer. All of it, the movie, the first season, and with this first episode, with the way that they play around with moods to tell a story. For instance, starting off with that murder and then just going straight away to Rengoku shouting about how delicious his food is. And then you had him using his sword arts, the way he was putting his sword away was exactly like his dad. And we know from the movie, the backstory about how his relationship with his dad isn't that great right now. And they play with like the darkness and light of moods, and it really helps tell the story. Again, I am ill, so just give me a pass if my voice does not sound good. Okay.
No, Ruka, you're good. You sound alright. And plus you're speaking sense, so you know it helps. Look, I'll put it this way, and I'll be blunt. Seeing Rengoku again like this actually brought some warmth to me, and like not a lot of anime make me emotional. Demon Slayer is one of them that does, and it was just nice to see him like this, see him in his glory, his strength, the confidence that he brought to any room, including in a dire situation, and his ability to like, you know, never give up and keep going and have the aim to save everyone. Like, we all know what Rengoku's like, and having the little bit at the end where all the Hashira were saying what they felt about him.
Yeah.
It was very nice because of the homage to Rengoku, obviously, and Rengoku's just amazing. And I feel like Aniplex and UFO, I could never say that name, but I feel like them two have brought this character as a way to thank the audience for their patronage, and it seems like they really, really love their audience and their base.
While I was watching this, I was thinking that it's really too weird that the general population do not know about demons. Now, I know that we've got demon slayers working in the background and everything, but there are so many people left behind after these demon attacks that actually see it with their own eyes. Way too many for you to not remember. It almost seems as if the knowledge of demons was lost within one generation. And it doesn't make sense. It's too close. The people that know about demons and look at it as common knowledge versus the people who think that it's completely ridiculous, not enough time has passed. There must be records of demon attacks. There are clearly countless eyewitnesses. We've seen so many eyewitnesses, people who have been controlled by demons, people who have survived an attack because they didn't get attacked for whatever reason, people who have been saved by the Hashira. There's just too many people for so many to think that it doesn't exist. I feel like it should be the way people view ghosts. Some people really believe like ghosts and UFOs and all that kind of stuff exists. Most of the population don't believe in it, but there's a large chunk of people that do and do their own research and stuff, YouTube videos. How is it not like that?
Well, okay, we're given a little snippet, and every single time we see a demon attack or demons go in, they're normally on the outskirts of cities. This is the closest to a main population that we've seen a demon. So it might be a case where as technology increases, you know what it's like. The younger generation is like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, so therefore it doesn't exist. And we see this a lot in reality with religion, with UFOs, with everything that you've mentioned as well. Well, you get the old grandma saying, well, I saw a ghost when I was 6 years old, and so therefore I believe in ghosts. Oh, grandma, you crazy. You know what I mean? So it's probably that, but on a more hyperbolized scale. And to be honest, it adds to the mystery of the story. It adds to the telling of the story. And I feel like it's a necessary component for it to carry on the juiciness that is Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Well, I'm going to say that something to do with believing in demons has been removed from the human populace. Something along those lines. That's what I'm going to say about it.
To be honest, and you're not far-fetched. Because, like, let's be honest. We all know who the demon is on the Mugen train. He messes with memory. He messes with dreams. He messes with thoughts.
Exactly.
So there are probably other demons who are more powerful and more mimetic in the actual, literal sense of the word mimetic, not memes that you're going to see on TikTok or whatever. But it just affects the population on a non-transferable level where everyone actually becomes part of the new paradigm shift, and that might be the case here.
Even their daddy stops them from being able to speak, and he is like the father of demons, so any power that they have, I'm pretty sure he has.
That's a very good plot that could come in the future. I don't know, I've never read the manga, and I'm on purposely not doing it because the graphics are so good, and I want to talk about this from the heart and from looking at it first time with you guys. So I feel like, yeah, if that is the case, that would be fantastic, and it will actually play into the reason why demons aren't part of, you know, the zeitgeist.
So I thought that this episode brought a whole new dimension to everything that we experience as viewers watching the movie, because we got a complete different side and aspect to the demon attacks. We had a small business we actually had multiple small businesses who were all talking about how these demon attacks had affected them, and we saw like the newspaper cuttings, and we saw leaflets of missing people who people had posted up because they were looking for family members or friends. Although, like, with season 1, we've been to small villages and we've actually followed different demon attacks within like a certain place, I don't think that they took it from this aspect where you're actually getting the true feeling of the people who live around these strange happenings and the things that they have to go through.
Yeah, it's nice actually seeing the wider world. It helps with the whole world building as well. Like, let's be honest, Demon Slayer does world building very well. And so you actually believe what is going on. You feel that it is a possibility. It is intellectually consistent, and it's fantastic. Now, to bring it even further, make it more deeper, as you said, they have opened it up to the thoughts and feelings of the nobodies, the ones who are left behind. And as you obviously said earlier, there is a disconnect between the amount of information we're given about the ones left behind and the fact that it's not common knowledge. So yeah, the more we speak about it, the more I do realize that something mimetic is going on. Is it the demons that are doing it? Or is it even the good guys, the demon slayers, that are doing it in order to make sure there's no mass panic and stupidity from those who don't know how to deal with demons trying to get involved? Who knows? But it will be great to find out.
Do you think this was worth it to put a whole episode together to do this?
Me personally,
yeah.
Absolutely. Look, we all need some more Rengoku in our life. And we also all need more insight into how the operations of the Demon Slayer Corps operates. Look, when we see demon slaying, we see one demon slayer and a demon fighting. The only time we got to see the Corps come in or backup or reinforcements was when they were fighting the spider demon. Now, it's an actual Corps, and you actually feel the military presence of the Demon Slayer Corps in this situation. And yes, we need to get more insight into the actual happenings within that and their role as a whole. Not everybody can slay a demon's neck, do you get what I mean? But there are other people who can help. So knowing that there's medical demon slayers, knowing that there's scouts, knowing that it's not just them using crows. Like, I want to know more about the crows. Who knows, we might get an episode like that. It'll be fantastic to know more about it so that we can further love this great show that is Kimetsu no Yaiba.
I thought we really needed this episode as well. It gave us a big insight into the world, into the lives of the smaller people who are usually just left behind as demon victims. We got to see how Rengoku actually operated, because when we met him, okay, we met him in season 1, but I would say we didn't really know much about him until the Mugen Train movie, and then it was just done. His life was over. So I like that they did this bit. I was actually hoping that they were going to show us a little bit more about like him before the train. Like, I don't know. I guess I couldn't get enough, because he is a really great character. He's one of those characters that just seems quite stupid on the surface, but he actually is really smart.
Yeah.
And I like his simple way of of life, really. He seems like a proper, true hero. Seriously, from his core. I loved this episode. I thought that it was well worth it. And also I liked the end bit where they were talking about how they felt about Rengoku. It was almost like a little anime style eulogy almost.
Yeah, definitely got eulogy vibes.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice, even though they weren't all, I liked that even though they weren't saying their true feelings sometimes, they had the little sticker that was like, love him in the corner. And I like that, because that's how people are as well. You have one thing that you say, even if the emotions inside are a little bit more, you hold back a little bit. I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think this was a wonderful episode to start with, and I can only think of good things happening from here.
What do you think that the next 6 episodes are going to really have to offer the rest of the movie though?
Well, I feel like, especially with the whole bit where they go into the psyche of the Demon Slayers, I feel like that's going to be explored deeper. Like the inner turmoil between the guys trying to destroy them from their inner core and the Demon Slayers themselves, having more of a conflict or maybe more of a dialogue in order to feel the total anguish of the people who have decided to take this route. Because asking anybody to go destroy someone's core is not an easy feat, but these guys said yes. Why? We didn't get too much of that. We got a little bit, we're really bad in our way, like we're really feeling bad or something really terrible is happening to us, so we have to do this. But look, there's loads of people in the world as a whole who have terrible things happening. It's probably easier to go find someone that a demon has slashed their brother or sister or something and said, look, you can get back at your brother and sister or something if you help me out here. Lie to them, let them do it and get it done. So why these particular people? What's going on there? That is probably something that is going to be deeply explored.
Well, I think that he probably just picked the first batch of people that got onto the train, and he picked kids because they're easily manipulated, and that one boy was dying. So I think that it was probably easy. And the reason why I think he picked the first batch of people is because we now know that the Mugen train had just been put back on for service. And when Tanjiro and Co get onto the train, it's still very early in the morning. So I'm guessing that he took the people from the very first stop and infiltrated immediately. That's personally what I think. But what I'm hoping to see is more Rengoku, because when we did see the movie, it was mostly inside the dreams and what they were trying to do to battle and keep their cause safe. But we didn't actually see what Rengoku was doing on the outside of the train, which was fighting. Yeah. So I think that would be great to see. And also, the children on the outside and the conductor even. Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Mugen Train the film was fantastic. Let's just clear that up. But yes, it did leave a lot to be desired in the sense that there's so many questions. And I feel like a little short piece like this, where you have 6 or 7 episodes coming in to further explain it, is definitely needed, because we need to know more. Look, I even want to know more about the crows. How the hell do you get crows to talk and train and understand demon slayers? Like, do you get what I mean? Let's broaden our knowledge on Kimetsu no Yaiba and become experts on it together while we watch this amazing display of graphical prowess.
This needs a Harry Potter style level of interrogation into the series.
Yeah, someone create a Hashirama or something so that we can know, because I'm not gonna lie, it is fantastic. And the fact that we're sitting here discussing hypotheses and possibilities and theories all of one episode of seeing a guy we've already seen. It's not like we don't know what's gonna happen, fam. We know where it's going. We know where the train stops, but how does the journey get there? You get what I mean? And, I just love it.
So there you have it. That is our opinion on episode 1 of the Mugen Train arc. Let us know what you have been thinking about this series so far in the comments.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.